From cat videos to memes, the internet has become a home for it all. And one of the latest marvels to add to this list is The Annoying Orange. And for those who do not know, The Annoying Orange is a 3-minute video show on YouTube that consists of the adventures of several pieces of fruit. And it's the brainchild of Boedigheimer and has grown into a viral sensation. In fact, The Annoying Orange YouTube channel recently passed 1 billion views and also landed a deal with the Cartoon Network. And Dane is joining us right now by way of Skype to talk about his creation. Thanks so much for talking with us today, Dane.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Well, first of all, where in the world did the idea come from?
It's one of those things. I had done talking food videos many times before this. It was something I had done on my own. I had created some talking food videos for jibjab.com. And so it was something that, it was a recurring theme that I had done, and it was just intended. Each one of those had been just kind of one-offs where, you know, a piece of fruit or a piece of food which was introduced and then eventually killed in the episode. And each one was a one-off, and that was kind of how Annoying Orange was intended too. It was just going to be another one of my talking food videos, but for some reason the character resonated and people wanted more.
Wow. So you're a pro at talking foods.
Yeah, that is my forte.
Right. So did you have any idea that it would go viral?
No, of course, you know, it's the internet, so you can never, I mean, even something when you create it and you think it's going to be the greatest, biggest hit, you never know what's going to take off. So it's one of those things, you make it, you put your most, put your most effort into it and just hope that it does well. But, you know, I didn't go into it expecting it was going to do well, but of course, very pleased that it did.
Right. So now if you could just talk a little bit about the partnership with Google and how all of that came about with YouTube.
Well, that was something, you know, for a long time I had been working freelance for different, all kinds of different companies, just doing short, like comedic ad videos, things like that. And on the side, just doing, you know, my personal projects that I uploaded to the internet. I started off on a website called metacafe.com, and that also had like a partner program. And I did pretty well on that, and then that whole program fell through, and that's at that point was probably 90 or 2000. What was it? 2005, I think. That's when I started uploading to YouTube. People were telling me, "Hey, you should try out YouTube. It's got a partner program too." So then I started uploading there, and that's where it started. You know, once you start uploading to YouTube and get into their partner program by uploading videos that don't have any copyrights, the original content, things like that, then they can start running ads against your content, and so that's where it all started.
Very good. Well, how big of a role has other social sites such as Facebook and Twitter had in your success?
As far as Annoying Orange, it's huge. It's one of those things like, because the Facebook page itself for Annoying Orange has over 10 million likes or 10 million fans on it. And I've created pages for each of the other main characters on the show, and each one of those characters actually has a lot of followers as well on both Facebook and Twitter. And so a lot of times I can push almost just as much traffic via YouTube or via Facebook and Twitter as you can through YouTube. And so it's kind of crazy to see that level of engagement too, because you can, you know, we do a lot of things with the like the Twitter pages where we have characters talking back and forth to each other. So if you're following all the characters, you actually get little pieces of, you know, almost like mini episodes in text form. So
very good. Well, how much work actually goes into the production process?
Tons. It's a full-time job for me, as well as a bunch of other guys that you know that help me out. I have Spencer Grove. He is the main writer on Annoying Orange, and it pretty much just started out as me and him. He would write the episodes, I would make them, and it would take us about a week to create one episode. And since, you know, things really took off, you know, of course with the TV show and all that stuff. So once that happened, I brought on a couple more guys to help me out, and, you know, together it probably takes us, you know, 3 days to make an episode now.
Wow. Well, with this transition to TV, how big of a difference do you think that will be from basically transitioning from the internet to TV?
Well, it's kind of a new process to me. I hope that, my hope is that it's not going to be vastly different. The process for making the TV show itself will be different, of course, because there's going to be a big crew and all that stuff. But what I really want to do is to be able to take both things and have them work in tandem. With taking, keep the web show going no matter what, and then it'll run alongside the TV show, and both of them can push traffic to each other. You can promote the TV show on the web show, and the web show can promote the TV show, and vice versa, pushing traffic back and forth. And if we can make that happen and be successful, I think it's kind of setting a standard. So it's an exciting time, and so hopefully it all shapes up, works out.
Absolutely. Well, tell us more about the TV show, when it will air, things like that.
As of right now, I think we're still in the writing process right now. At the end of the month, probably we'll be starting pre-production, and then we are supposed to start delivering episodes to start airing in June. So it's this summer.
Right.
Coming up quick.
Absolutely. Well, I also understand that you recently reached a deal with Relativity Media to promote the upcoming film Mirror Mirror.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. That's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that was actually, I think, last week's episode. Yeah, it was. They contacted us. I had known Kendall Rhodes from a while back. We met, and we'd always wanted to work together. And it finally came to be that she had a project that worked for us. Kind of seemed like a no-brainer because it was all about a poison apple, and an apple would fit really well in a world of talking food. So
absolutely.
So yeah, it was a great partnership. So
great. Well, numerous viral hits come and go. So how do you plan to sustain this creation going forward?
It's all about consistency. First of all. That's probably the first thing that's allowed us to keep doing what we're doing for the length of time that we've been doing it is with YouTube or any online video site, you have to stay consistent because the audience expects it. So every Friday we come out with a new video. And even if we don't have a new video, we'll sometimes upload a video saying, hey, sorry, there isn't a new video, but we've got this for you, maybe it's a contest or something like that. But it's always, you always want to keep the audience in mind. And with that, we always read the audience's comments, take into consideration the things that they want to see, the characters that they like. And it's all about just trying to make, do the same things with the show that the people that they've come to love, but do it in a different way. Which it's a hard line to ride, to keep the same thing fresh for 2 years. But so far, I think we've done a pretty good job, and hopefully we'll keep trying.
All right, Dane Boedigheimer, thank you so much for talking with us, and we wish you the very best.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And if you'd like to watch all the episodes of The Annoying Orange, simply search for it on YouTube. Reporting for WebPro News, I'm Abby Johnson.